Alright guys, welcome back to my stream of the Jurassic World Evolution, my sandbox mode for on Isla Nublar. As you can see, we have, of course, have started off from the first couple videos. If you guys have watched those, if not a big deal. I'll kind of give you guys a little rundown again of what we've done and where we're at. Did a couple videos yesterday, really enjoyed it. Just kind of talking to maybe not myself anymore. So we're going to go ahead and try to add a little bit more to the park today. We'll spend about 45 minutes to an hour on this. So give a brief recap of what we have so far. Of course, arriving here, I went ahead and put a couple of hotels, gift shop, toy shop, bar, fast food, bowling alley, and clothes shop. Had a few dinosaurs here. And here, of course, went with kind of the less extravagant, kind of maybe smaller dinosaurs that you're just not, oh, I have to go see this, unless, of course, you're a huge fan of the Edmontosaurus like my daughter is, and having to name them after Disney characters. So that is always fun. Pardon me. Over here we do have our little science getaway, science center. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, I understand that these are not necessarily something that needs to be in there. However, I went ahead and put them on there anyway. Got the greenhouse. I mentioned that I wasn't going to use it that too much. I did use it in this area over here. Excuse me, this area here with the Pachycephalosaurus and the Stygimoloch. It's not something I really enjoyed too much. But that's just my personal thing. Yesterday finished off the monorail system to give us a grand total of, it looks about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hotels. I do believe that would be more than enough and extremely sufficient for what I want and or what we're going to try and do here in Isla Nublar. Again, brief recap. Everything in sandbox mode is effectively turned off. That's just kind of how I like doing it. So here we have on the back, I did this off camera last night. Didn't really want to bog you guys down too much here. The security center was on camera, but this with the path, the gates, and of course the trees, which as you can tell I clearly have an obsession with. So I added this yesterday just to kind of give us that little bit more of a unique feel. Hey, let's have this, you know, we have the Science Center, we have the Innovation Center. I want to go ahead and have a security area as well. So, still not real sure what I want to do today. Probably should have figured that out before we went live. Excuse me. But let's just kind of take a look. I know we have a majority of the lower based herbivores already out. Let's look at our genome library real fast. Where we're at. So those 3 are out. As I mentioned a couple times in the last couple videos, I do have the Allura Titan, the Centausaurus, and the Parasaurolophus already set up to go into another enclosure, which is going to include the Brachiosaur and the Apatosaur. So those are good for now. Those 3 or 4 here are done. So I'm just missing the Torosaur, Chasmosaurus, and the Stegosaurus from that grouping, and the Pentaceratops. But I think I'm going to do is put the Chasmosaurus, Torosaurus, and the Pentaceratops all together. So grand total of 9, 3, 2, and 3. This will be a total of 8, so that could work out really well there. I think what we're going to do, let's go ahead and at least get the Torosaurus incubating. Let's look at the different genomes and the skins we can give them, just to make it something pretty and colorful. And the rainforest worked out really well on one of the animals yesterday, so we'll try that here today on one of the Torosaurus. And then we'll do the Alpine. Alright, cool. So the Torosaurus, those 2 are incubating now. I think an enclosure here would probably do just fine, or maybe even right in this little area here. So let's see what that would look like if we start putting that out. Try to keep it as close to the walkway as we can. Curve it, of course. Along here. Like, I don't mind it at all. And then around this way. Here. I can work with that. So we'll get our viewing galleries up and running. Here should be fine. That would mean needing to take away those little bit of fencing. Which is perfectly fine as well. I do believe I goofed up, and that's fine. Changes. Place. Alright. I can live with that. Maybe even throw another viewing gallery on the back end there. I think that would be sufficient.
Magnificent creatures.
Be here pretty well. Yeah, I like that idea. It works just fine for me. So that'll give us a chance to put another enclosure or two here on this back end as well. Alright, let's finish up the gate, or the fencing, excuse me. Let's put a path down here. I'm not sure we're going to keep the path necessarily. That's disappointing. There we go. Just to give us an idea of what we're working with. Let's come to here. And we could even put our other viewing gallery here. Let's go ahead and do that. I like having each, depending on the size of the dinosaur, having 2 viewing galleries per enclosure. That's just a personal opinion. Or preference, I believe, would be the proper term. I may not be able to make that work with the fencing, though. Which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and that should be just fine now. Cool. I'll give us a chance to see from both sides of the enclosure here. How we want to finish it off, though. Let's go ahead and put another viewing gallery down here for another enclosure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery to improve our
Yes, we'll go with a fast food restaurant. It'd be interesting to see them maybe in a future pack down the road put maybe bathrooms or something, just to give get a little more realism to the game. There we go. Down there, that's around, but depending on the type of windows, we can kind of simulate people looking outside of it, I suppose, into the enclosure here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing alley for you to observe our magnificent creatures.
Alright. So that's going to help out there. So now we can come this way a bit, and should be a direct line to this corner here. I think that would suffice on the space for 8 animals. Yeah, looks good. Looks real good. You'll see the animals here. Let's go ahead and get them their food. Again, not that it's completely necessary considering that I have unlimited health turned on. But it's something I like doing nonetheless. Alright. Some forest. Here. Here. There we go. And as I've done with every herbivore pit that you can see so far, grassland. We need to add water for them as well. This should be fine here. Let's see where we're at on incubating them. And they're ready to rock and roll. Cool. So that was the rainforest pattern. That's kind of nice looking. I enjoy that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Torosaurus to the park.
It's nice. Very nice looking.
No problem. Task received.
And the alpine. So slight variations on the two of them, but it's still kind of cool. That's cool. Oh. Them over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Then I got the Pentaceratops and the Chasmosaurus. Let's go ahead and get the Pentaceratops or the Chasmosaurus since they're right here in this area. We need 3 of them. Hopefully we have 3 different skins. That would be nice. Ooh, we have more than 3. So let's do Tundra. Arid. And one more. How about we'll do the Alpine. I think that'll be sufficient for the 3 of them. Go ahead and get these guys moved over. And start maybe planning our next exhibit over here. As I mentioned before, I really haven't done a lot of I haven't done, that was a bad way of saying it, excuse me. I normally go this way when I start building. Before I had saw videos of everyone doing their incubation center here, I had incubation centers just everywhere throughout the park, and it was ugly, it was annoying, and I hated it. Again, not to name drop anybody, but when I saw some of their videos, I thought that's perfect, that's what I need to do. So, seeing those is going to help make the park look a little bit prettier, I suppose. Really, in retrospect, the incubation center of the science center, or the science area, so like I could have the science area bigger, but we're this far in, I'm not worried about it. And we may do another sandbox mode down the road, and we can do the science area with the incubation center on that specific area, but I'm not worried about it at this time. So let's see, while those are incubating, how about a couple trees, maybe some rocks. It's all blue. Sweet. Wonderful. I am fine with that. Oh, did not. Forgot I had the fast food restaurant there. No big deal. How many zoos have you gone to and they're going to have a couple eateries lying around? So, I think we'll be just fine. Also, I don't know if we did this yesterday, but I did undo the path that was here just to try and keep this separate. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Couldn't put a building there, so put some trees, and as I like to call it, the tree of life. A big old guy right there. So, how do we want to set this next up? Do need to finish the pathway here. So for the time being, let's make the path just kind of go around. Again, following the same pattern of our monorail system.
Asset transportation complete.
That's connected.
We've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
And so's the monorail. Alright, we should be close to being done here, and we are, so we'll wait just a second to get those knocked out. Should be just about done. Apologize for the dead air right this second. I got a quick text message I gotta send and we'll be good to go. Alright, the three of them are ready to go. I do hope this is what dinosaurs did look like back in the day. Some nice beautiful colors. I do like the nice auburn and gold right there and from the neck area.
We are pleased to welcome the Chasmosaurus to the park.
The tundra pattern. When you think tundra, you don't think gold, you think white, but hey, it's fine. It works. While those are coming out, let's get one more viewing gallery. here. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and put a gyro station out. Haven't done one of those yet here in the park. Still plan on using the Jurassic Tour for something else. Let's put a gyro station out. We'll worry about the track later. As I mentioned before, the Jurassic Tour is going to be over here. Kind of like a much larger for the Brachiosaur and things like that. But I like the gyro station there, which of course means this can be one exhibit here. Maybe putting some of the smaller sauropods, the Apatosaurus and the Diplodocus here, which we may go ahead and do that, and then the Dreadnoughtus and the Brachiosaur and the Mammonchicosaurus, however they pronounce it. Let's double check so I don't feel like a complete and total goof. Did I not? I definitely did not. Well, we all make mistakes in life. That's fine. So the Tundra, can't remember for life of me which one this one was. Again, pattern, love it.
We are pleased to welcome Casmosaurus.
Arid pattern. And we can start doing the Pentaceratops, 3 of those. All we have is alpine, steppe, and wetlands, so that's fine. We can do those. And the wetland, and we'll be good to go with that enclosure there. Get ACU out here to start ranking everybody. But I would like to see her colors when she eventually wants to come out. Just kind of hanging out. That's cool, I guess. There we go. Probably my favorite pattern on the three that the Casmosaurs have had. All one color gray, and then that gold on its grill there. I like that a lot. So let's finish up closure here. One more viewing gallery. In fact, if we're gonna have the taller dinosaurs, let's get rid of the viewing galleries altogether and go with the viewing platforms. Right here. I think 2 should suffice. There should be good. And then over here. Looks about, no, it's not. Sorry guys, I am that person that's got to be even, or I will not like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform for you to gain an elevated view of our dinosaurs.
That could be alright. Maybe. It's gonna throw me off. I am that guy, and I do not mind at all. Yeah, I think we're good enough. Let's go ahead and get our fencing put on. No, it's going to be different. There we go. And then we'll have the fence angle off. There. Alright, our Chasmosauruses over into their enclosure. The Pentaceratops should be just about ready to release.
Asset to be collected.
And then we'll start working on the Patasaurus and the Diplodocus.
Collecting asset. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Maybe do another small enclosure here.
Transporting asset.
First, let's give the guests something to have. How about a restaurant, maybe even the gift shop on this back end? Because I know that's for the satisfaction purposes. With having the hotel there, they're going to want to have a couple of these
Asset in
things.
transit.
I would prefer the bar, but that is the alcohol for me. Let's go restaurant. Here. Then we can build an enclosure off of that there. This time we'll go ahead and actually release all three of them at the same time, so I don't feel stupid waiting for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, find the perfect gift at our new souvenir shop.
Wonderful, beautiful, and majestic. So I'm not going to waste some time going and watching them come out. Don't waste your time either. Appreciate you watching the video, of course, or the stream here on Twitch, whichever way you're doing it. Closure here. Fencing. Let's see what we can conjure up.
We are pleased to welcome our Pentaceratops to the park.
Transportation complete. Asset
There we
delivery
go.
confirmed. Asset transported.
Alright, cool. That's not what I meant to do. Let's get some scenery, get some trees. And some rocks. Which apparently we can't not put in, and that's fine, I guess. But we can throw a rock right here and call it a day. Go ahead and have ACU take care of the three here. That way we can get them moved into the enclosure as well. Right. So we'll finish this off right here. Alright guys, again for that little dead space there. Indiana, where I'm from, I just found out that one of my mom's favorite old wrestlers, Dick the Bruiser, is from Delphi, Indiana, so that's kind of cool. I suppose, if you're a fellow Hoosier. She then told me my uncle worked on one of his cars, so there you go. My family has connections to the now deceased for nearly 20 years, Dick the Bruiser. And if you're too young and don't know who I'm talking about, Wikipedia, please. Alright, they should be ready to go ahead and bring it on over. Don't know if they're...
Heading to pick up the asset.
Probably throw 2 more herbivore feeders in
Picking
here
up
as
asset.
well.
Heading to collect the asset.
Enclosures, there they are. Alright, eat. That way people can watch them eat. Alright, cool. Saurus is kind of hanging out. Torosaurus should be over
Asset
yonder.
transportation underway.
They are. One's asleep. The alpha is sleeping. Of course it is. That just makes
Asset
sense.
transportation in progress.
Alright.
Asset has been
So
collected.
we need to figure out here how big they are to determine what kind of enclosure we can put there. Because I know, like I said, I want to put the Patasaur. Those are in. Maybe time to start thinking about the carnivores, because we are running out of herbivores. And the least lowest rated one would be the Troodon, but I do like having those in a group with the I do believe the Spinosaurus. They can all live together. So let's do another one. Let's not do Raptor quite yet. Deinonychus can be with the Indominus Rex. Let's do the Dilophosaurus in that little area, so we'll worry about that in a minute though. Actually, you know what? We are going to worry about that now. Let's go ahead and knock that on out, and then that will be based off, wow, excuse me, tip of the tongue, how I do my Diplodocus and Apatosaurus one here. This may have to change, even though you can get a good view, so I think it'll be alright. Have the fencing directly off of it here. Let's go here, there, straight out. Maybe back here into this corner.
Asset has been delivered.
There. I think that'll be more than enough for the Diplodocus, or the Deinonychus, excuse me. Wow,
Delivery has
Dilophosaurus,
been completed.
right there. And then get them a carnivore feeder. There. And a live feeder over this way. Now I do like being able to mix the water together so that way I can share it amongst the species. So let's do some water here. Not too much water for the Dilophosaurus. I think they'll be alright for the smaller watering area. But I will have this here, and maybe some more water on the opposite side, since we are going to have a couple of different types of sauropods in this area. I do feel very douchey the fact that I said sauropod, so I apologize. Apologize also for taking my time. I'm very particular. I do like to be nice and neat and not too much. Hey, you can tell you did this like from a video game, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and start incubating those Dilophosaurus. Let's see what kind of skins we can have for him. Three skins. How many do I need though? Oh, well, they can only do one, so we'll just do 3 for right now. You know what? Let's do 4. 1 with a normal skin, and then the other 3 will have different features about them. So Savannah. And Taiga? Taiga? I don't know. If I butchered that, I apologize. And Wetland. Alright, so we got Dilophosaurus up and going. Let's give them some forested area. I wanted to keep a lot of the carnivores kind of more over there, but again we're running out, so I think having one here will be fine. Again, I'm running out of herbivores. One here should be fine. Maybe making this the entire enclosure here for the Diplodocus and the Apatosaurus, and this area all right here. Because we have so much more space than I initially anticipated. I guess that's the one downside of not doing the size requirements of the enclosures. So, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Gyro station, let's go ahead and we'll wait again. I want to try to get this set up. So feeders. Tall feeders here. 1 and 2. That way you can watch them eat from the comfort of your living room. Alright, now we'll work on the track a little bit.
Каждая сфера окружена стеклом и дексиметрата алюминия. Встроенный гироскоп будет поддерживать вас в вертикальном положении.
Let's work on the back end here. Okay, I think that should be plenty good. Have the forest there in the back. Alright, I am pleased with that. No, they won't. Taking their time, go ahead and get these guys released, tranquilized, and put into their enclosure. Alright. So here's one with, has a skin pattern to it. Wonderful. That one will have the Savannah pattern. Cool, like it. Green is awesome. awesome. It's the taiga. I do believe that's the wetland. Yes, I am critical. Alright, let's get them. Almost said intoxicated, that's weird. Tranquilized, I guess it's like being intoxicated. Let's get them trained and moved, and then start working on our other animals. I do know that the larger animals do like to have more forest, so I think what we're going to do is try to have more forest. Again, it's not going to matter in the long run, because I have that setting turned off. Just to give them some more foresty area there. Have this run along here. There we go, curve around the back like so. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and give him just a little bit more forest here as well. Don't want to overdo it. I also don't want to underdo it at the same time. Alright. They should be ready and done. Over here, yep, looks like the helicopter's heading back. Let's get them into their home.
En route to collect the asset. En route to pick up the asset.
3.
Asset collection request received.
And 4.
En route to collect the asset.
Alright, cool.
Assets in the
Now
air.
that's all set up.
Commencing asset transit.
I suppose this here could be another small enclosure for maybe a smaller set of
Transit has
carnivores. Instead of mixing the dinosaurs, I could go ahead and put like the Deinonychus or the Troodon in this area. Heck, this could even be the Velociraptor pit right here. We took our path. And just, for the time being, extend it all the way to the back. There. I'm not going to keep it like that, but just to kind of give us a good point of reference. Here, let's go ahead and just take this around the back like that, like so. Again, following our line.
Confirming asset delivery.
That way it gives us more park to play with. Not that we need it, we've clearly shown that we have plenty of space.
Asset
Ladies and
delivered.
gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the
So now the hotel is
Asset delivery
functioning.
confirmed.
So is that monorail there. But yeah, I'm liking where we're at so far. Very nice, very clean. Not as clean cut as normal, but I'm completely content with it so far. Triceratops, again the alpha male, or alpha female it would be in this. Sleeping. Who is the alpha and the Deinonychus? The third one, the one that has the step pattern? The Tega pattern, alright. So, they get a good little enclosure there for themselves. You know, I probably, for the sake of realism, maybe make this a concrete fencing. That way, you know, the whole spitting on their prey and what have you. But I think it'll be okay for now. Free of them eating off the carnivore feeder. You know, it's not something that I don't think we really appreciate as gamers, the detail, the level of detail in this, that they put into this, this game that we all like to play. So, definitely want to take a moment and appreciate that. So, I definitely don't think I ever do. So, alright. Now, to the sauropods. There we go, yeah. So this is all just about done down here. Again, the 3 that I still have saved for the Jurassic tour. But doing pretty good so far. So the Diplodocus, oh my goodness, excuse me guys. Diplodocus next. Four different ones. I don't want to necessarily put 4. It's not that big of an enclosure. I know they don't really necessarily need that much space, again, since we have this done. But let's just go 2 Diplodocus and 2 Apatosaurus. So there is the Arid, I believe, what we did. And let's go Tundra for the Diplodocus. And then the Apatosaur will finish out that area. Yeah, then we'll have Dreadnoughtus, Mammochosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus all together. Tell you what, we'll even switch around and do the Camarasaurus here with the Diplodocus, since the Apatosaurus has apparently a higher rating, which is fine. And the only reason I didn't use the other one is because I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it. And I don't look like an idiot. So. Alright, 4 of them here. If we want to throw some Gallimimus in there, we can. I'm not really too concerned with it this time. But, yeah. I think we are going to go ahead and go with another carnivore here. Because we're kind of getting towards the end now. We're in the end game now, as Doctor Strange would say. So, what can we put here? Because I don't think we can necessarily put a building. Put a toy shop in there? We can, we guys. Alright. And then my faithful trees. We do in the back. Tree of Life won't fit. Not a problem. We'll just do some landscaping back here in the back. I'll cover this up a little bit. There we go. And maybe a rock formation.
Gentlemen, you're never too old to visit our new toy shop.
Terrain constraints. Wonderful. Alright, we can put a rock there. So the velociraptors here. Let's see how big we can make it for them. Try to make them one of the centerpiece of the middle of the park. Do a 1, 2 maybe. Go back a little more. Another viewing gallery there. Fencing. There. And there. Wonderful. The velociraptors will be fine there.
We have added a new viewing gallery for you to observe our magnificent creatures.
Path coming straight from the hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There.
we have added a new viewing gallery.
Alright, cool. Now we can, since I have the water there already. Have the water spill over this way. Then some forest area there on the back end of that, having them kind of gonna spill over with one another. Alright, let's look at it and see. Yeah, we should be fine there. Dinosaurs ready to release, the Diplodocus are both ready to go. And once those release and we move them, that'll probably be it for this video. I think that'll suffice. Let's go ahead and try to get the feeders taken care of, and the animals, and the will be the Velociraptor pit. And of course a live feeder as well, because as humans we are disgusting and love to watch things die. Alright. So that's good there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Diplodocus to the park.
For the guests, let's go ahead and put a bowling alley, even though I don't think it's going to do too much for our guests. As close as we can. Right, and then bar, which is what I was actually looking for in the first place. There. Alright. You can get your drink on before you go watch the Velociraptor. Alright, that's going to be the arid pattern. And oh, I like the darkness of this one. tundra. Love it. Looks fantastic.
Understood. Confirming task.
Alright. Get them moved, of course, into their area as well. It said bar 5, I was kind of confused there. I didn't think we had 5 bars. Alright, well, another bowling alley. Again, I don't see it bringing a whole bunch of money in, but it's something we can have, again, just for the aesthetics of it. I'm not getting too concerned with money. I am thinking some of the bigger dinosaurs, Indominus and the Raptor up here, maybe having a path split down here somewhere. I do think next video we are going to try to start either, we'll do the Raptors, of course, incubating those, and start building this area for the Jurassic tour. I do think that is going to be the next big project, next video for us. So, are they ready to rock and roll? They are. Let's go ahead and move these guys into their area, and we will call it a day once we get the other animals in there. Again, for watching my videos, guys, you can follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Twitter specifically just for my gaming. I believe it's the Immortal 1, and then here on Twitch I am Immortal 50. And on YouTube, of course, this is where these videos are if you're watching them. So again, thank you for watching those as well.
Adding task.
So it is all greatly appreciated. This is definitely a lot of fun for me, and that is why I continue to do it, as I get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Well, let's see if we can watch our Dilophosaurus for just a second. In here, a couple taking a nap. I definitely think that's enough. Maybe we'll put a little more forest area just around for him there. Not a path, Tyler. Come on, man. There we go. Just a little bit more. So we can still look in and see him. Alright. Alright, and they are done. All dropped off, and we'll do a quick little overview, and then we'll call it a day on this video. Went about twice as long as I anticipated going, but I kind of get lost in time playing this game. I definitely enjoy it quite a bit, as I'm sure the majority of you who watch this as well do as well. So, yeah, little mainstream area, the Science Center, Innovation Center, Science Area, excuse me, I should continue to call it that.
Asset in transit.
But
Asset
again, our
transportation in
Innovation
progress.
Center, restaurant. Should have had the restaurant maybe here in the front, probably, but it's fine. I try to think of the zoo in Indianapolis where I'm from. They don't have their restaurant right in the front. They have it kind of in the middle of the park. So that's kind of what I did with that there. But food and water, and they'll get that in momentarily. I do wonder what it all looked like if I went ahead and turned some of those settings back on, which I'm not going to do at this time. I do not want a bunch of fences being broke at this time as we go on. So we'll let them drop off, and then we'll call it a day for now. Again, thank you very much for tuning in and watching this video. If you've made it this far into the video, again, to plug myself, again, I'm here. I am on Twitch. Guys, if you definitely want to, please follow me on Twitter as well. If you guys would like to. Again, I am the Immortal 1. Quick story behind that. I had a gentleman, I went to a private school, a gentleman, the chosen one. Being the wrestling fan that I am, I decided to call myself
Asset transportation complete.
the Immortal 1 after Hulk Hogan. So I received a little bit of stick from that from him, but at the same time, I didn't care. So here I am now. Hungry, thirsty. We have some water. We do have water. They'll be able to get to it momentarily. Went over an hour. Thank you again for joining. Probably stream again tomorrow. Have a video up tomorrow. And then it will be a crazy hectic week. I am moving to North Carolina at work, so if I can get a stream and a video out, I will. And if not, definitely bear with me as I make the move. I'm really looking forward to it. Something completely different. So yeah, thanks again for tuning on in, and I will see you guys next time.